actually got a demo with this guy, a guy using them to print PCB boards on here, so we got you. But Velcro and a few other things. The ball bearing factory. Favorite parts of it. Carl Sagan, I mean on this right here. So heavy. This Carl Sagan Universe loaf right here. Carl Sagan almost. I mean prime, right? Why prime? Lambda, prime. All right, let's hubble this thing. Get a move on here. One's it, and we're in. Doing a loop via the top.
Oh, I'm sorry, what were we talking about? The only way that they're going to actually see you all the way out there is that if they use this new telescope and they point it like directly at your planet.
Re-entry
rate. No, I mean with the transit time around your star, the actual angle that you compress. I mean, look, your system, your solar system is pretty. It's impressive. Look,
you start putting numbers in there, and
I'm not going to say that it's not, but it just takes up a very small slice of the sky, of the night sky seen from Earth. So the chances that the James Webb are going to sit what? Yeah, a Dyson sphere will probably increase your chances of being. That was you. I spent a lot of time telling people that Amanmura whatever space rock wasn't a spacecraft, but that was you.
Calling out, call it Cthulhu coming at, they're throwing ramen noodles.
Yeah, no, it's a word in our language too.
Ramen noodles.
Okay.
Yeah, you did some Infinite Kyle stuff.
No, in about 5,000 years, yeah, I'll definitely have them ready for colonization.
Depending on what culture, Wendigo or whatever.
No, why would I be on camera?
There's a problem. If I look back in time at a mirror that I put far enough away from Earth,
I gotta go.
Hard to go back farther, but if the distance here, I'm still looking at me waving at myself.
Don't ignore that. The James Webb Space Telescope, now in space,
maybe the Protozoa era of another planet. But when I get there, they're an advanced civilization.
Hullabaloo, a lot of hubbub about this new latest and greatest telescope. This telescope that is seen as the successor to the Hubble telescope. If you're not a big space nerd, that's okay.
Gonna get there. How long is it going to take?
I'm going to explain to you, all of you watching at home today, live, why this newest scientific instrument is poised to become the most productive scientific instrument.
Okay, just to get the material, the type of engine you want out of this, and we have technical match.
Even more than that one ruler that you use a lot. Welcome to office hours.
You're gonna need fuel.
Whoa, man. The deceleration on landing is pretty... Hello!
Right, toss right in.
Welcome
it's crazy.
to Office Hours, the live component of the facility where good old Professor Kyle here opens up his blast doors and allows all of you, members of the general public, all you at home, everyone who ignored all my warning signs about the laser bees, to come on in for the next hour or so. Ask me any old question.
It's Mask App. That's the beauty on that one. Starts to be some time work fraud
as we do so, of course,
cosmological
we'll be going
collapse,
through a number of main topics today. We'll be talking about the JWST, or the Webby, as I'm going to be calling it, because I don't want to say the acronym over and over again. And we'll be taking your comments, questions, and corrections from
before we got going to the Protozoa era on another planet.
As we do so,
C118.
We'll be looking at chat. We'll be looking at all of you. Be doing my best to take all your comments and questions. Also doing their best is my security team, Heather and Jabo. Be respectful in the chat, or else you get
negative 110
out into the great
negative 101
beyond.
Of course.
And if you really want to get your comment and or question in there,
so sorry.
You can try Super Chat here on YouTube. I can't promise that I'll get to every single Super Chat, but I will do my very best. And if I don't get to it, please know that it still goes towards a very nerdy place and home. Like paying.
It's alright. It's okay. The LED today is
for example, Elizabeth Calvert, as always, with the 20, says, I'm a little I'm a little late today, but my tiny human is asking, don't worry about it, Liz. My tiny human Alex is asking, how fast is lightning? I'm assuming it's the speed of light. Liz and Alex, young little Alex, I hope your schooling is going well. I know it's stressful for you right now, your mom tells me, but I'm sure you're going to get through it, little guy. You got this, buddy. You see lightning at the speed of light.
No, this
the
is good for Kyle. Kyle in
reach
the
your
book.
eyes at the speed of light. You see lightning at the speed of light, but the speed that lightning itself moves
This is Dr. Manhattan,
is how
Nuke Mars,
quickly
Carl Sagan, Universe Loaf.
Charges, the positive and negative charges, or negative and positive charges between clouds and the ground, how quickly that equalizes.
Broken Masquerade. Those are types of physics. Yeah, just words. They're scary
so you're
words.
Close. You're only off
like
by 60%
DNA
or so,
sequence.
but it's in relativistic terms, I think that's pretty
Chernobyl's
close.
floor plan.
I am so caffeinated.
Right,
and,
right.
of course, coming in every week, as he likes to do, Exploring with Sparky with the $500
Go back to the beginning.
donation. Sparky, you psychomaniac. Last
Deep
time
down,
we spoke with Sparky...
if you could math, string theory.
What was he doing? Oh, yes, he was watching a live stream of mine from Aspen, Colorado. Sparky, I hope you're safe and sound away from all those wildfires in Colorado.
There was fundamental
I hope
analysis.
You're watching from a equally
or functional analysis.
Snobby place today. Happy to have you here, and thank you for putting a number of my Kevins through college. Fishsticks420 says, I totally saw you commenting on the Fish New Year's Eve live stream.
On YouTube for office hours, did not go to Fermilab spin motion direction, right?
Yes.
It did not do those things directly. Nor did Fermilab do this directly.
The long hair might give it away.
It just
I
made you
love
saw
the
those
band
other
Fish,
parts. But
and yes, Fish
this
420.
first crazy. You have to do this page before you ever did.
I was watching
this page.
the Fish live stream.
I
was there. It's pretty good.
Clink.
But
Clink.
you thought I froze
18
for a second,
carat.
didn't you?
14 carat, 18 carat,
but
24
before
carat.
we get to the rest of your comments and questions, I want to make sure that we are getting to today's
hold on. I'm going to go grab it.
main topic, which is why the JWST is...
We'll just talk about changing field for the
next big thing. I see a deleted message saying I'm the most handsome scientist ever. Hey, it's fine.
The facility.
As long as you don't use all caps, you're not going to get bopped in the head. But I'm going to bop you in the head right now with some space science. Let's go.
You don't have one of these, Kyle? You need to hook this up. This is the new speed hack.
Since I started Noom, I've lost 70 pounds.
I've lost 97 pounds with Noom.
I've lost 92 pounds.
The James Webb Space
For real,
Telescope.
you're good with them because you're good with papers.
It's an origami masterpiece of science, technology, innovation, perseverance, preservation. So, like I said, Brian Kolos with a 3 says, tell my friend Corey he will win this Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel. Hey, Corey, just believe in the heart of the cards.
Which way is it going? I mean, it looks a certain way, but what if this is an actual flat
Egyptian
map that's a 5x8 piece of paper?
Like
just here, though.
So you may have heard a lot about the JWST lately, or the James Webb Space Telescope.
Between Macintosh
and listening,
Apple,
then that means you probably follow some space nerds. But if you're not a space nerd like these nerds that you follow or hear from,
oh, but wait, there's more.
You may not know exactly why this is so
exciting. I can give you all this. This is great.
Josh
you might put this
says,
out there, but if the Birkinger conjecture for higher orders, Dr. Manhattan, enriching photons,
more time on its life.
The levels of some of those things
couple years
given
or whatever it is, and then it's going to deorbit and disintegrate
Washington's
in the
monument
but
here in the field, I guess.
Anyway.
Or, well, whatever mathematician, Maxwell, Faraday, Lambda.
You may not know why the JWST, or the WEDI, as we're going to call it, is so incredible. So let's start from the basics. The JWST, or the WEDI, was conceived a long time ago by two scientists who loved each other's brains very much. And that,
given iron.
It was mentally conceived in 1989. So 32 years ago.
Give it
it's been in some sort of conceptual and actual development for 3 decades. Kale Silverwind with a 20 says, so I have a different question
water,
this week.
mercury,
I work at
hydraulic fluid,
The deal is
Electrons,
26 hours for a price of 24. Where do you buy your time
axioms,
from?
negative numbers,
Caffeine.
-2, -1.
So-
I'm starting to take what I have here and going, all right, so one
This
axiom.
has been in production in
of
some way or another,
this hot
mentally or
mess down
physically,
here,
for over
just
30 years.
the way
A
the-
long time. And I think the first step in
Hold on.
conceptualizing
Well, this being
how
Tensor,
difficult
hold
this
on.
thing was to make and
I need
implement
this first for
is to
that.
see how dang big it actually is. So, this is the Webby in its full unfurled. Well, it's not fully
Talking
unfurled.
about
We'll get to
chart.
that.
Well, I
But
hate to
as
do
you can
this,
see,
Kyle, but hang on with me.
this telescope is
Cerebro.
actually enormous. You see the little Kevin there for scale.
Mod 1, Mod 2.
You see the Kevin there
This
for
is
scale,
physics.
and it is
Today,
very,
this is the only physics. This is all
you're very,
the
very
quick
small.
kick
And this is
into-
this is bigger than the Hubble telescope. Exactly.
It emits
this
some
many.
special colors
And
here.
the unfurling of the sun shield, as we will get to, that's
This is
about
what
the
happens
size
when
of
you're
a
looking at
tennis
something.
court.
This is Hubble Deep Field, right?
Okay, so this is a this is a very large implement, very large scientific
There's a
instrument.
black
So you
hole
can
in here
imagine
somewhere.
putting something that is this large, that is this delicate, as we will get to, putting that on top of a controlled bomb or a rocket
This.
is a tall order.
See,
Such
let me
a
get
tall
to
order
electron.
that
hydrogen.
Ooh, I do have that. It's such a tall order.
Well, here, well, they're going to do it
That,
actually. The hydrogen wave
the
function has it
total
standing
cost
on
of
its
the
side, and then
JWST
basically some wobbles of that feature.
Is about
Now,
$10
because this is kind
billion
of locked in that way, you would watch the vibration.
$9.7 billion.
Is it distance? Ones and zeros,
Again, here's
or
another picture for scale.
some
That
kind
little
of
guy is in the center,
geodesics
where
of the
where the
compressed
rest of the array
state
is going
inside
to
of there
go.
that says given from here
It's
to
enormous.
here.
$10
here
billion
and
dollars.
here, or here individually
10
with
new technologies had
the model.
to be
Now,
invented just to
if the
implement the
axis
design as
was
you see it
hydrogen
here.
Toros instead of this being the pipe
This is
or
like
the
the Isaac Newton of telescopes.
passing through,
They want to do
whipping
something
around.
so crazy they had to invent new technology just to do what their
a
minds
wiggly
could
squiggly
do.
ding.
That's why humans are so amazing.
I like to make
but
jokes
the
on the deck,
JWST
but
is enormous. It's absolutely enormous. So, looking at this shape,
what do you see?
can
Computers
tell
or
that
chemistry?
That's
Just
not
let me
gonna fit
take a
in the
guess
tip
real
of a
quick.
rocket.
I could hit both, but
So, this is where the complicated stuff comes in, right? The Hubble telescope wasn't implemented
well, maybe that's not
via
for
rocket
you.
in the same
Maybe
way.
you're more Carl
But
Sagan
the
type.
Hubble was a lot more cylindrical, right?
Carl Sagan Universal.
Hubble
Maybe chemistry not for you, or space astrology.
looked like it'd be
Engineering.
easier to fit in a tube. Does it not? Not so with the JWST. This is a
Number inches
complicated machine.
electromagnetism.
And so what they had to actually do, if they wanted a design like this,
Gravity.
they had to figure out how
This
to
thing.
fold this
Jupiter
incredibly
around.
intricate design up into an origami-like shape.
Well, Jupiter,
Crumple
our
it,
sun,
scientifically,
everything with it.
crumple
around.
it so that it could fit inside the tip of a rocket and be launched into space. Now,
Which is zero. Which is, well, indicated zero
Kevin M,
pressure and
500
temperature.
yen, first time to catch a live stream, came to
On
SIP for Science Oni-chan.
1,600 feet of elevation,
I'm assuming that is good.
right?
Kenny Kidd with the 10, first time I've ever donated to a live chat.
Peloton,
Dumping for
DocuSign,
science. I think you meant simping. So worth it. Love your work. Keep it
Maravidos.
up. Kenny, I'm humbled to be the first.
like, well, if you're engine one, right, you want to
So
be
they had
in
to
there.
scientifically crumple this telescope up into... Oh, yes. So the best way I've heard this put was like launching an orchid on a bomb. Like putting an orchid
What
on
if
a
I put
bomb
this
and,
here?
and hoping that
This.
something doesn't shake
Or
apart.
this here.
And these sheets here are about the
You touch
thickness
buttons. You touch buttons.
of
You
aluminum foil.
touch buttons.
And if you've ever tried to store leftovers after a big Thanksgiving meal or holiday dinner, as you may have done recently, you know that
In case my dad's
that
kid.
tears very easily. You have 5 of those sheets, the size of tennis courts, on this, folded up, worth $10 billion on the top of a controlled bomb being launched into space.
If I
And
said
if anything
NSA
goes
right now,
wrong, bye-bye.
how do I know?
So, we haven't even gotten to why this is an amazing device yet.